WWE Battlegrounds is the most fun I had with a wrestling game since the PS2 days. So let's talk about it, dude. There is a stigma involving this game where there isn't enough content or the content is locked behind the grind. Personally, I don't mind the grind as it doesn't take too long to earn the characters. In fact, while playing the story, I earned several big names that cost tons of credit like Stone Cold and The Rock, costing 12,000 credits apiece. So earning credits in this game isn't hard, and unlocking the wrestlers adds a fun factor of endorphins of resembling some unlockable reward system like Overwatch or COD have in their rewarding aspect. As I am aware, we are comparing apples to oranges while tossing up lemons in there because all of these games I listed are hugely different. You can pay out of your pocket, which is don't do that, to unlock everything. However, it's not recommended because having it all without grinding, unless you have disposable income, will cost you some change. But if you do, then what the hell? Who am I to tell you what to do otherwise? This game did play flawlessly on my PS5 with smooth frames at 60 FPS, and I believe it was in 1080p. Sorry, but yeah, I can't gloat. There's no 4K this time. There is bugs and glitches that I encountered, especially with some animations as when they're looking for each other. It's like a puzzle process. Like, for example, in cage grab matches, when you're trying to get the money, the AI goes to grab you and it like teleports in, and if you're going higher up the cage and you're about to climb over, the AI just, you can see it instantly jump, like it caught that frame it was looking for, like a puzzle, and it starts the mini game. And another example is when a character grabs a weapon and you smack them to the floor and they lose their weapon. By the time they get up and you go to kick them again, you're going to kick the floor instead of kicking in front of you, and they're going to beat the shit out of you afterwards. The story mode contains several unlockable created wrestlers for the specific mode, and as you go through this mode, you unlock power-ups that you need for the game and key wrestlers that you can't get any other way. You have to go through the story to get them, so hashtag you can't see them until you do. The story mode also starts off really easy and gradually gets harder with AI over time, but it mostly contains of the AI doing way more reversals and kicking out of your pins than just smarter or strategic tactics. There is other modes such as Men Exposition and Women Exposition. There is a Royal Rumble mode and Create Your Own Wrestlers mode, male and female, with limited customization, and you can add more outfits to your arsenal or clothing while playing and buying with the in-game currency. You can even buy more created wrestler slots within the in-game currency so you can have a roster of your own created wrestlers. You can create your own battleground arena, and there is a online King of the Arena mode where you verse other real-life players. But the game is dying so rapidly that you're going to verse the same people various times, or it will take you forever to find a match. There is a mode for your created wrestlers where you can use it to unlock more goodies and power up their overall rating, but you can't get them to that perfect 100 like you can in the back in the PS2 games of WWE SmackDown, or I should say WWF SmackDown vs. Raw. The highest you can go is 95, unfortunately, and there is also daily challenges that you can do that will allow you to earn more in-game currency to unlock the things you want faster. But like I keep stressing in this review, you really do earn the credits fast just by playing matches. I will have to say there is something that really does suck about this game, and I have to dock a whole point because you have to be online to get rewarded. So if you're playing this game offline, you're not getting your credits, which means you can't unlock shit if you're in the offline mode. And if you're an offline only gamer, you're stuck with an incomplete game as you cannot get online to get your credits. That should have never been added in this game, and it should be patched out completely. And allow offline mode to earn credits. But as for this review, it is not like that, and it's still intact, and that's just not cool. That's a bullshit practice, so it loses a point with me, and it's highly disappointing in that aspect. I have to point that out as I'm trying to be as critical to this game as I can. There is cage matches, tag matches, tornado tag matches, and many varieties of different modes, not compared to the WWE 2K20 or anything like that. There is no belt matches and title matches and stuff, but there is enough for what the game is worth and how it goes with the theme of this game. It's pretty much the overall gameplay will get repetitive as there is limited amount of moves for everyone and limited special moves. For example, Stone Cold Stunner does his kick, but then it looks like it turns into an RKO than the actual stunner like it should have. And for the created custom wrestlers, you only get a few finishers to choose from, otherwise you're out of luck and you have to just use them. Unlocking and playing with your favorite wrestlers can be a blast, but over time they do have limited classes, and I'm talking about like classes like, for example, Powerhouse, All-Rounder, over-the-top air flyer. Those classes are each pinned to a character, and every character starts to begin to feel like a reskin than how it would be a more unique being, which takes away some of the flavor of these characters in their spice. The good news is if you did miss the pre-order characters in the deluxe edition characters and you just buy the standard game, which at the time of this review I think it's on sale for like $20, you can get them in the in-game store with in-game currency. In fact, there is nothing in this game that you can't get with in-game currency. You can get everything with in-game currency. I have to stress that a lot because there's a couple reviews out there that are saying you have to buy it. It's pay to win. It's a mobile trash thing. But no, you can buy everything with in-game currency, and everything that they update is with in-game currency. I just want to stress that, make that clear in this review. And they add new wrestlers in all the time, which I can also imagine that it's not really hard to do, as they're really just working on textures and body molds. Because like I said earlier, the game characters all kind of end up blending into their class system, and they all feel like kind of the same. But regardless of all my feelings, trying to critique this to the hardest I possibly can, because I did enjoy this game. The game in itself, of its core, is fun, and it's a blast to play with friends, randoms online, or alone with AI. Watching me grab into a helicopter and drop down on the scrubs for the first time made me go, whoa, look at that. And then seeing a bull jump into the arena and beat the shit out of me had me questioning where the fuck did that bull come from. It was the spice that I needed personally to get back into WWE, because I did not like the way the game is going with these simulations and the simulated experience where they slowed the gameplay down and it all became about grappling and submissions, where I love just beating the shit out of each other in an arcade-like fashion, and that's what I needed. And if you can appreciate what Battlegrounds is going for, whether it's their target audience or just the overall aspect with the way this game plays, you will not be disappointed with your purchase. We here at NGI give WWE 2K Battlegrounds a 7 you can't see me's out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, and as always, subscribe. God bless and peace.